So Francis Ngannou went into Ariel Helwani's show, the MMA Hour, and he has some, let's just say, interesting things about his quote unquote from Dana White release from the UFC. He even said he didn't actually get released. His contract ran out, which is a very different thing to what Dana White said. So first, I'm just gonna play the clip of Dana White literally just trashing Francis Ngannou for absolutely no reason, because that man is I won't say legend, but he's very respected in the MMA world, especially because of what we're gonna get into later on, about what he actually was trying to negotiate with the UFC instead of wanting more money, which is this stupid what people are talking about. Who's saying he's ducking John Jones? Like, come on now, this man, he fought Stipe and then he fought Cyril Gane. What a fucked up knee. Like his I forgot what he said. It was his tendon. I can't say that shit. Temnets. Oh my god. Forget about it, bro. Let's just get right into it.
You know, we've been working on a new agreement with Francis for like 2 years now, and we had gotten to a point where he was going to fight John Jones, and many who believe, including me, that he's the best of all time. For the heavyweight championship. And John Jones has been willing and ready and able to fight anybody. He didn't care who it was. Could have been anybody in the heavyweight division. He was ready to go. And Francis, we offered Francis a deal that would have made him the highest paid heavyweight in the history of the company. More than Lesnar, more than anybody. And he turned the deal down. So, I don't know, we get to this point where I've told you guys this before. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here.
Now, this is the first lie that Dana White says in this press conference. For some reason, he just wants to lie, talking about if you want to get out, you can get out. We all know Nate Diaz wanted out for a long, long time. And the UFC, then, of course, he's a big money draw. They're not gonna want him to just walk away with the sport. They made him fight out his contract. They even forced. They were trying to do the same thing that they did to Nate Diaz. They gave him Hamza Chimaev. They just wanted to run through him. That's why they gave Francis Ngannou John Jones. They thought John Jones would just fuck him up, and he would just roll through him, make him look stupid. So when he leaves the company, he doesn't get money. This is just the pettiness that Dana White, for some reason, just has. Because, I mean, it's not about the money, man. He says he was going to make him the biggest paid heavyweight in the UFC. But then in the interview, Francis Ngannou himself says it wasn't about the money. He was trying to get other stuff. I'll show the clip right now. But he was trying to get other stuff for all their fighters. He didn't give a fuck about the money. It wasn't about the money. He also wanted freedom. He also wanted healthcare for the fighters. And he didn't, of course, a paycheck was good. And by freedom, I mean he wanted to fight boxing. He's been trying to get that. I think he said Anthony Joshua. He also said what's his name? Tyson Fury. They're down to Wilder. But I'm just gonna show you the clip right here.
First, I asked for a sponsorship, a right of a sponsorship, which we've been ripped off. We can't have sponsorship. I have for health insurance. Couldn't have. I asked for a fighter advocate, somebody in the board meeting who will advocate for a fighter. I asked for that. I couldn't have those stuff that I asked for, But I just wanted to know that there is something that I do want, and I also want them to take that at least in consideration,
Did they consider any of those things? Any of those kind of off the beaten path? None of them?
No.
Not a single one?
Oh, no. They say no, they don't do business like that. They say, yes, I can pay my health insurance and all that. I'm like, yes, I can pay my health insurance. At this point, health insurance for me is not a problem, But how about those guys that still at the bottom make 10 plus 10 or lost a fight, make 10? They can really afford that health insurance, and I have been there, so it's something that still in my, I still carry in my heart.
So to be clear, were you asking for these things not only for you, but for everyone?
Yeah, I do ask that for everyone.
Now, this man, Francis Ngannou, is such a nice person. They were trying to spin it off as if, oh, he was scared of John Jones, this and that, he wanted more money. This man literally just asked for shit that normal sports players get. NBA does that, NFL does that. Of course, they fucking have to. They got brain damage. Even football does it. The FIFA. But you know, UFC is greedy as shit. And the healthcare means more money. Sponsorships mean less money. That it's all about the money. It's literally all about the money. And that's the thing about Dana White. This company, I think, it'd be way better off if Dana White would just step down as a promoter or whatever the fuck he does. Because I don't even know at this point. He's not even the owner of the company. I don't know how the fuck he's still there. And Deborah owns the company. I just found that out the other day. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing as if you watch wrestling. Vince McMahon, he made the company. Yes, he brought it all from nothing. He made it all into a great sport. He fought for that, but he's too into his head at this point. He's greedy. He says later on. He says Francis Ngannou has an ego, which is wild as fuck. If you watch this whole interview, you just know that this man is genuine. Not only because of where he grew up, his story, what he had to do. I won't get into that. If you want to know about that, watch the Hawani story. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about the fucking money for Dana White. It's not even. And Ngannou didn't give a fuck about the money. He even said himself, healthcare wasn't for him. He can afford the healthcare. Even with that $8 million contract that they were talking about. I don't know if he said he was gonna get more of that, and I think Brock Lesnar got paid that. We don't know how much he was gonna get paid. But at the end of the day, it wasn't about the money for him. He wanted healthcare for the other guys, not himself. I mean, of course he was gonna get it, but he could afford it. It's about the people in the bottom, the prelims, the ones that some people don't even watch. I sometimes don't watch it because it's like, come on, man, I'm not gonna sit through 3 hours of just. I like the sport, but like some fights out there be boring as shit. Let's all be honest here. But some fights are gems. That's the risk you run. That's the gamble you run. That's why I watch them sometimes, because I'm like, hold on, you never know. And they hook me in, man. I won't lie to you. But I'm getting off sidetracked. Let me play another clip.
You know, I think Francis is in a place right now where he doesn't want to take a lot of risk. Feels like he's in a good position where he could fight lesser opponents and make more money. So we're gonna let him do that. We're gonna release him from his contract. We're gonna give up our right to match, and he can go wherever he wants and do whatever he wants.
Now, if you catch what he said right there, he said we're gonna give up the right to match. But then before that, he said we're releasing his contract. If you're a basketball fan, you know what a match an offer is. It's basically, for example, if the PFL were to sign Ngannou for $10 million, the UFC would have the chance, opportunity, the right to match the offer. And if Ngannou was like, okay, they're gonna give me the same amount anyway, I'm already in the UFC, the best league in the world, why would I not go there? That's basically what a match is. But then this man says that he thinks Francis is in a place where he doesn't want to take a risk. That is the stupidest statement that Dana White has made in probably his career, because Francis Ngannou is literally calling out Anthony Joshua. He's calling out fucking Tyson Fury. If he beats Alexander Usyk, he's gonna be the undisputed, I don't know how boxing works, undisputed champ. He's gonna have all the belts. That's basically it. He's gonna have all the belts. And Ngannou wants to fight him. He's not like talking about, oh, let me sign first with the PFL so I can get the money and then I can sign, then I can box him. No, he wants to box that man. He said he's gonna box him before July. That's the plan. If he doesn't get injured, that's wild as fuck to me. Because, I mean, shit. What if his ass gets knocked the fuck out by Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury himself? That, like, I don't think you get the same amount of money you get in the PFL or won championship or even fucking bare knuckle. Could you imagine Francis Ngannou and bare knuckle? Hey, I don't even want to think about that because that would be very entertaining. But at the end of the day, we're just wishing out here. It's probably just gonna start with a PFL or the Bellator. I forgot to mention Bellator. Holy shit. And Bellator will allow him to box because Dylan Dennis pussy ass, they gave him permission, but he had to pay a fee. So I don't know how that would work out. I'm getting so much sidetracked. At the end of the day, Francis Ngannou, man, he seems like such a genuine question. Thank you for Helwani for making that interview and giving me something to talk about because I'm bored of shit. But it's my opinion at the end of the day. I'm just reporting on this. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment as well, and peace.